live and in humongous color from west of the Rockies. It's Let's Make It Bacon with Ace. I believe this is going to be a second part of a video. I don't even know what I was talking about. It's been a couple days since I've done a video. My apologies. It's been incredibly hot. And there's no shade really. And yeah, just whiny, complaining, I know. So, what's been happening here? So, I've been working on other stuff, including getting things ordered, getting components ordered for the engine part of things. Why do I have the wheels off? Well, so I can access spark plugs. Got some Marvel Mystery oil put into the cylinders, so that's percolating. Should have the spark plugs and wires, new wire set here, within the next 2 to 3 days, and that'll be good to go on that. Generator is finished. Is it running awesome? Not really. It's running much better than it was when I first got it. Absolutely. New oil, new spark plugs, new air filter, new fuel filter. Still ticks a little, for sure. Still blows a little bit of smoke, especially on startup. But it's one of those to where, hey, it's a backup. I'm not going to be using the generator very often. If I don't have to use it at all, I won't. To be 100% honest, I won't. So that's why I got the big blue Chunguses, big battery banks, 4,000 watt hours of batteries. Plus, let's just say I have somebody's revving. Let's just say I have a plethora of solar panels, a cornucopia, even maybe, of solar panels that are not shipped yet, but have been ordered and paid for. Let's just say a lot. And I'm pointing at an RV right now, so that's like, oh, well, a lot. Oh, maybe that's like 7. Or, maybe 10. Nah, not 20. Definitely not 40. 40? Yeah. So am I going to be putting 40 solar panels on my RV? No, I'm not stupid. And I'm actually probably not even going to be putting any on top of this. To be honest, the solar panels are going to be mounted. I've got at the ranch, I have a 1,095 square foot double wide with a roof that's facing the perfect direction, south. So I'll be mounting a bunch on there, and they're going to be over. I'm going to over panel both blue big Chunguses, blue Yeti Eddies, and then I will have power cords running from the house to the RV palace extraordinaire. And you may ask the question, well, why don't I live in the house? Because it's full of stuff. My mom was a hoarder, and I cleared out her estate, 5 storage units, and 2,000 plus square foot house full of stuff as well. Well, I was able to get rid of most of it, but not all of it. So right now it's acting essentially as a storage unit. So it's going to take some time to get that done. But the roof is definitely going to work very well as a holder of the solar panels and to contain the 2 big batteries, inverters, and to feed out to this big old drink of water to run my air conditioning units during whatever is left of the summer by the time I get there, and also the heater. Well, some of the heater, I'm guessing. I may not do all of it, I'm not sure. Probably actually do a decent amount at night. Here's a sunset for you. Since I'm a terrible videographer, I was just showing you an ugly looking RV for so long. Let me take you away from this beautiful sunset to bring you Drip Edge. Yeah, I know. So I got not all, but some of the drip edge installed. Let's see if I can ladder up. Okay, safety last, everyone. All right, it's a drip edge. Screwed, glued, and tattooed. Is this the final product? Nope. Should have sanded this before I put it on. Just heat cooks my brain. Needs a sand. Once it's sanded, silicone at the top, water, whoop, drip right off. This will be trimmed off. This is a secondary drip edge. So this is further out than this guy. So this will be drippy drip number one, drippy drip, last chance, last action hero. And then that'll be it. And then on the other side, which you probably can't see, there's drip edge over there too. Only part I haven't done the drip edge is on the very back because I haven't siliconed all the way back. Also ordered today, instead of doing penetrations on the front, seal the front of the motorhome, which I'll show you. I was able to get convinced by my brother, thankfully, to not do that. And I'm going to use EVL, EVP, VVB, 3M tape to do it. So I'll have a PVC piece of plastic that'll go over, and you'll kind of have some of the stuff rolled up in it, and then it will be taped down. And I guess that stuff is used to tape down solar panels, and it doesn't fly off, I guess. So if it can tape down solar panels that are literally many pounds, then maybe it can tape down the front of this big girl. But yeah, I got that. I have received all of the coolant, 6 gallons of 50-50 mixed coolant, so that I can drain and redo the coolant. Because of the compression test that I was doing, I had removed the fuse for the fuel pump, and put that back in now, and I'm done with the compression tests for the initial go-around. And then right now, charging the Optima battery back up and good to go. This guy, I decided it won't be right now. I'm going to use it until it's not functional. This is only going to function for one thing, and that is to run the lights on the inside of the RV. And I'll have one solar panel, and it'll charge it up. And as long as this battery works, I'll keep it. When it dies, she gone. I'll replace it with a most likely a Chin's lithium iron phosphate battery, rigged in the exact same place. However, the difference will be it will be most likely placed inside of a cooler to insulate it, and then have some kind of black tank heater pad, 12 volt, to keep it from freezing, because the lithium iron phosphate batteries don't do well in the cold, and they can be damaged if they're charged at full rate in the cold, or maybe even any rate. I'm no expert. But yeah, things are coming along. They're slow. I really apologize. My videos have been absolutely terrible because it's just so hot during the day, and my neck's been bothering me. So waking up early to get working on stuff has been a challenge. But I am making progress slowly but surely. And don't call me Shirley. Yeah. Within the next week, one of the things I'll be doing, so you can look forward to it, I'll be trying to finish the roof off. But one of the things I'll be doing is I've got 2 air conditioning units. The one exhausts to the other side, and the front one will exhaust out the passenger side window. And I've got 2 big Chungus Blue Eddies, second biggest that they make, because the biggest they make is the the AC300. Well, they make bigger ones than that, but they're just not portable. But out of the portable ones. But the I have a AC200 Max, and I have an AC200P. I'm going to be putting the identical air conditioners on each of those, and on one of these hot days, I'm going to run them head to head, bang bang, head to head competition, and see what happens. See if they're just as, you know, which one wins, or whether they both die at the same time, or, you know, whatever. But I think that'd be interesting, because a lot of people have a hard time. You know, it's like, oh, do I really want to go for the AC200 Max? You know, it's got the 30 amp plug, so I can just plug it right into my RV, and that's great. Maybe it's more efficient on the, you know, the inverter or something like that. But who knows? I'd rather just have a real world test. Give the dang thing a shot. Why not? Why not? And is it a purely perfect scientific test? Nope. Is it good enough for government work? Yeah. Low standards. Oh, it's sad. But yeah, so that's it for the moment. Another thing I'll be doing a review on is Harbor Freight has been out of the jack stand business for, feels like, more than a year. And they brought back their 3-ton jacks, you know, and they weren't skimping on any kind of quality control this time around, even though I know other manufacturers are still putting out sub-poor products. Harbor Freight decided to actually recall theirs because they don't manufacture them. They buy them from China. So there's other people buying it from the same manufacturers. They were doing the exact same thing, and they didn't recall it. So I do salute Harbor Freight for actually stepping up to the plate and taking them back. But they finally have released some new stuff, and I got myself a big, freaking heavy duty, very safe, very double safety kind of thing, jack stands, and they are rock stars. Right now, they are holding up the front of this whole rig, no problem at all. And, you know, I'm working under there, so I obviously trust them with my life. That's a big deal, and I don't trust much. But they've been impressive to me, as far as not just how they function as jack stands, but the extra safety that they've put into them, the pins, and even the extra little pin that you put in the pin so the safety pin can't slip out, you know, willy-nilly. So very, very happy with their work so far. If the videos stop, well then I got crushed by the front of the RV, and don't buy those jack stands. But if I continue putting out videos, you know that the jack stands worked, and you can see my seal of approval for them. Sometimes you gotta laugh at death. It sucks. So, yeah, that just got that. I apologize. I'm kind of in a chatty mood this evening, so I hope I'm not boring you too much. This is gonna be another long-ass video. Oh, I know. It's just ridiculous. What is this? This is a propane tank. It's got the propans. All right, so it's a decently large tank. I'm not exactly sure how big. This plate tells you how big. Can I see it? Nope. Too dark. But I want to put a extended stay hose dealie on it to where I can attach a 20-pound cylinder and have it go through this tank so that I can use the stove and things of that nature. It looks like this metal box that is removable is where that would be, usually, from the pictures I've seen on Amazon. However, there's this bung right here. It's got the little plastic insert dealy dingus, and it looks like it might be something I can plug into without having to buy the extra super hardware. But I'm going to see. In the next couple days, I'll be able to look at that and see if that's an actual inlet port to where I can attach external. Because my heating methods for this winter are going to be twofold. I'm going to have the solar, but bad solar days, snow, blah, 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 ice can make it so that I wouldn't have electricity to keep the RV warm. So I need a backup plan. I have a Mr. Buddy heater thingus. I believe it's 18,000 BTU propane heater that I can use, and whether I would just plug that in to a 20-pound cylinder like I can now, just plug it in and done inside, all whatever, or whether I want to go through this. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure how much I'm going to use the stove, to be honest, because if I have electricity, then I'm going to use an Instapot. I use the Instapot now for everything, and I have propane here. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Not exactly sure. But at minimum, this propane tank will be absolutely full. Probably not to, even if I don't add the external dingus on it, I would have that as a backup just for the stove alone for bad solar day kind of thing, and then have 20-pound cylinders. A few of those for the Mr. Buddy heater, and I think with their powers combined, I think I might not need an external thing, because the ones I saw on Amazon seem to leak a lot. I don't like flammable gases just randomly leaking from crappy adapters. What else? There's other stuff, but oh, that's the other thing. Okay, so that tank. All right, yeah, I probably need an external dingus. Reason is what's behind that panel with the grating on it. Not the one on the right, the one on the left. Water heater. Is that electric? Nope, propane. This is propane or nothing for water heating. So gotta have propane for at least that. I could set up another system, but I don't know. Probably not. Well, my maximum video size has been reached, so that's the end of this video. Whether I like it or not, have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and all that good jazz. I hope you have a fantastic day, evening, morning, night, etc. Talk to you soon.